guys, it's Kesara, and today I'm going to be doing my book top for Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. So Ship of Magic is the first novel in the Liveship Trilogy, which is the second trilogy in the Realm of the Elderlings series, all by Robin Hobb, and I absolutely love this book. I waited a little bit long to do this book talk, so it's probably not going to be as in-depth as some of my other book tops because I've already read the second book in this trilogy now, but I didn't want to not do the book talk on this one just because I've already read the other one. So the way I'm going to structure this is I'm going to have a short spoiler-free section right here for those of you who haven't read any of these books, and then I'm going to go into a more spoilery section. If you like videos like this, please let me know down in the comments because I'm planning on doing book talks for all of the books in the Realm of the Elderling series. I haven't read most of them yet. I've only read 3 of them so far. I'm rereading one of them right now. I'm excited for it. Also, starting with Liveship, I'm going to have like full reading vlogs for those books. So let me know down in the comments if you're interested in that because I'll definitely continue doing that if you guys like it. So in Ship of Magic, we're following several different main characters. The first character that we follow is Captain Kenneth, who is a pirate, and he wants to become the king of the Pirate Isles. Then we follow also the character of Althea Vesrut, who is the daughter of Ephron Vesrut, the captain of the Liveship Vivasha. She's actually not a Liveship yet because Liveship needs 3 deaths by the captains of those families on the ship in order to be quickened and actually become a live ship. When Captain Ephron dies on the ship, she'll be quickened and she'll become a live ship, and Althea is in place to inherit the ship, but right now her father is very sick. He puts his son-in-law, Kyle Haven, who is the husband of Althea's sister, Kefria, as captain of the ship while he's sick. So there is some really great conflict between Althea and Kyle going on at the beginning of this novel. And we also follow the character of Brashen Trell, who is a disinherited son of one of the old trader families, who is also Ephron Vesrut's first mate on the ship, but Kyle has demoted him down to second mate because he has his own first mate. So there's a lot of really great stuff set up at the very beginning, and it's just such a fun novel to read. It's so complex, and I absolutely loved it. So if you haven't read this book yet, highly recommend. I gave this one 5 stars. So for those of you who have read this book, we're gonna get into the spoiler section right now. So if you haven't read this book, click off the video now and come back after you've read it because this one is a really good one that I really like to discuss. So first thing I want to discuss in this book is the characters, because the characters in this book are so great. I absolutely love the characters in this book. So I think the first one we have to talk about is Althea, because Althea is fantastic. She is my favorite character in this book. I love how strong she is and how determined she is. So later on in this book, when she is on the slaughter ship and she becomes a good skinner, I think that's what they call it. I was rooting for her the whole time because I know she was having such a hard time, but she worked through it and she gave it her all and she proved herself as a competent sailor, and I absolutely love that about her. And I hate that her gender keeps getting in the way of her being who she wants to be. It really keeps annoying me, but at the same time, she's just one of those characters that I can constantly root for, and I love that about her. And then we have Brashen, who I also sometimes I really love Brashen. Sometimes I really love him. Sometimes I'm just like, Brashen, what are you doing? By the way, Althea and Brashen's relationship in this one, probably one of my favorite ships. I absolutely love them together, and I kind of hate the way she acts towards him. I wish she would just be more receptive towards it, but she's just not, and which makes me sad because I really love them together. I think they would be such a great power couple. But yeah. And Brashen in general, he has such a great backstory. I absolutely love his backstory, but I feel like he keeps falling, and I want him to rise up. I want him to rise up and be a better person and be the person that I want him to be. Be that person that Althea is being. Althea is being that great person you could root for. I want Brashen to be that person that you could root for, and he's just not yet, in my opinion. Let me know if you agree with me down in the comments if you read this book and you agree with me that Brashen, in this one, he's just not that person yet. I'm hoping by the 3rd one that he will be that person that I want to root for, but right now, yeah, he's not there yet, and it frustrates me so much. The next person that we're gonna have to talk about even though I don't fully want to talk about it, but we're gonna have to, is Kyle. We're gonna have to talk about Kyle Haven. We're gonna talk about Kyle and Kefria together. I don't understand why Kefria fell in love with Kyle. Like, I don't understand it. I want to know why. Like, I want to see the reason she fell in love with him, because he's such a horrible person in my mind that I can't see why she could possibly love him. But yet, at the same time, I can see how Kyle thinks and how it works. Like, he was raised differently than the old Bingtron traders. Where he was raised, women were seen as lesser. And that's why he doesn't think very much of Althea, and he treats her like a child, even though she's not. But at the same time, he just doesn't have an open mind to learn new things. Like, he doesn't understand live ships as much as he thinks he does, but he doesn't care to learn about it, which just frustrates me to no end. And Kefria is such a doormat when it comes to him. I really hate how much she just defers to him all the time. And when Kyle said he was going to use Vivasha as a slave ship, I was just like, it's going to happen. Like, Kenneth is going to take Vivasha. There's no way that that's not going to happen. Like, it was obvious. I was just so frustrated with him. I can't stand Kyle. And also Malta. I can't stand Malta. I don't know why she likes her dad. Why do you like your dad, Malta? Please tell me, because I don't understand. And she is such an annoying little child. She's such an annoying little child that I can understand why Ronica Vestrut wants her to be quiet and stay a child for a little bit longer, because she needs to learn more. She just doesn't know what she's talking about, and she needs to learn, and it's annoying. Yes. We should probably talk about Winthrow. So Winthrow, I did not like him at first. I really didn't like Winthrow at first. He was just patronizing, I guess is a good way to put it. But I didn't like that he was so adverse to Vivasha in the beginning. He was considering her unnatural. It just it made me uncomfortable how adverse he was to Vivasha at the beginning. And I like how he's kind of getting to know her a little bit more towards the end. I liked his story arc. I think his story arc was realistic. I thought that they did a good job with his story arc, but at the same time, I have trouble liking Winthrow, and I don't know how much I'm gonna like him in the next book. I like him more towards the end when they cut off his finger and all of that. You can see how much of a strong person he is and how much he's really trying, but at the same time, he's a hard character for me to like. One of my favorite characters in this book has to be Paragon. I love Paragon. He is crazy, completely out of his mind, but at the same time, he's kind of sane, and horrible things have happened to him. He doesn't really remember what has happened to him, but at the same time, he's just an intriguing character. I want to know more about him, and I want to know his backstory. Yes, I want to know more about Paragon. I feel just a very intriguing character. Hopefully, if you haven't read this book, you're not listening to this right now. But if you haven't, Paragon is one of the live ships we get to see from his point of view, which is very cool. Am I missing someone? I think I'm missing someone. Oh, Captain Kenneth. We can talk about Captain Kenneth. I don't really like Captain Kenneth. He is just such an arrogant person. I feel we're supposed to like Kenneth, but I don't like him. I don't like how people always give him the benefit of the doubt, even though we're in his mind and we see what he's thinking, and it's completely not what you would want for someone in his position. And I don't like Ada either. Ada annoys the crap out of me. But I like Sokor. I actually really like Sokor, and I'm hoping that we get more of Sokor also, because he is a very interesting character that I could definitely root for. Lastly, I think we could talk a little bit about Ronica Vestrut, because she is an interesting character, because I didn't like her at the beginning, and I grew to like her as the story went by. She became a character that I was just kind of she was a little misguided, but now I like her. So I want all the best things for Ronica. I hope she gets what she's looking for. I forgot. Devad Restart, he's a character. I find Devad completely hilarious. I don't know why that they're still friends with him. He's definitely an interesting character, and I'm excited to see what his arc is. So yes, some great characters in this book. I think characters are the driving force of this book, what make it so good, and the relationships with each other, and just the complexities, especially of the family situation with Kyle and Kefria and Althea. I think all of that put together just drive the drama and the suspense in this book. So yes, I absolutely love that aspect of it. Plot-wise, I honestly, I saw the plot coming from a mile away. I knew what was gonna happen, and it takes a really long time to get there. It takes a really long time to get there, but I enjoyed the ride, if that makes sense. I enjoyed every single second of this. I don't think it should have been shorter. Like, it's a pretty long book. It's over 800 pages. I think everything was necessary, even though the plot is pretty slow, because I wanted Kenneth to get to Vivasha. Like, I was over here, like somewhere in the beginning where I was like, oh, well, can I get to Vivasha already? But of course that doesn't happen till the end. I enjoyed the plot. I thought it was really, really good. World building, I want more. I want more world building. There wasn't very much in this first one other than like live ships and what live ships are. I want to know about the Rain Wild traders. I want to understand like what is this magic that comes out of the Rain Wilds that's so dangerous? Why Ephron Vestrud will no longer trade with the Rain Wilds? I also want to know more about the Sartrap and Jamelia, because that seems very interesting. Also, this book doesn't give us a good idea of how it's related to like the Farseer trilogy and the Six Duchies. And I kind of want to know how they're related, because I don't see the connection in my head right now. So I'm definitely intrigued by that. Overall, I do like the world. The world is very interesting, but it's not like super out there other than the live ships, which is really cool. There's not a whole lot of magic in this, and I want more. I want more magic, and I want to see exactly what the connection is with the Elderlings and all of that. I think last but not least, what I talked about is writing style, and the writing style in here is beautiful. Like, it's not flowery, it's not like not flowery. It has a good balance of the two, and I really love the complexity that she writes into her novels. I didn't read the audiobook for this one, but I did pick up the audiobook a little bit for Madship, and the audiobook is fantastic. So writing that translates to audio that well is just, it's phenomenal, and I have zero complaints about it. I absolutely love this book. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I would love to chat with you guys about it in the comments. So if you have any comments about things that you really liked in this book or things that maybe you didn't like as much, I would love to chat with you guys down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I post videos every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, sometimes more than that, so consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.